I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think a proper psych evaluation needs to be done on people who habitually rage quit in video games, because I would love to know the state of mind that a person is in when they're about to throw that controller against the wall or go ahead and unplug their internet connection from the socket. And my opponent today, Vault Dweller 137, is one of those people that I think that needs an evaluation, because I can't understand why, with someone of his record with a 1% DNF rate, a top 100 fighter mind you, at number 10 in the month with a current 11 fight winning streak, will pull the plug as soon as someone like me shows up on the opposite side of the virtual screen. See, I already know something about me that a lot of people are slow to catch on to, is the fact that I instill fear in my opponent's eyes, and I understand that. But see, the difference is between me and these other clowns in the top 100 is that I use my power responsibly. Meaning that if I don't have a reason to upload you to YouTube, I won't. Because all I'm trying to do is look for me a good fight. A good, honest, blue-collar fight, and that's it. But people like Vault Dweller 137 and the other clowns in the top 100 make it very, very easy for me to continuously upload content and add to the archive of top 100 ass whoopings that show up on my channel. And the reason why I want to point out Vault Dweller 137's antics is that he is a perfect example of how men's testosterone rate is decreasing every decade, because he's just showing that we're at an all-time low. Because to point it out, he just couldn't figure out how to beat me in one round because his little lucky Sunday spamming punch didn't land. He didn't want to try to make any adjustments. He didn't want to try to figure anything out. No. Top 10 fighter just goes right back to the Xbox dashboard like the rest of the bums. You know, if I had 7 Dragon Balls and I could make a wish, I would tell Shenron to grant me the power to rule the world. Because I see a lot of things in both real life, in the real world, and also on the internet that needs a lot of fixing. And I would start by taking personal care of all the rage quitters out there. Whether you're an unknown rage quitter or a very well-known rage quitter, I would take care of you all the same. Because what you're doing is you're tarnishing the spirit of competition. And not only that, but you're also cheating yourself from a very well-learned lesson that you could be learning. I believe capital punishment should be dished out for offenses like this. Because if I ruled the world, I'd have the power and the free will to deal with each one of these situations hands-on. And if you don't think that I wouldn't go out of my way and stop my day-to-day tasks of world domination to go handle people like this, then quite frankly, you just don't know me very well. Because it will be my honor and my duty to make sure that rage quitters like the opponent that you're about to see and others, make sure that they do not get to experience an internet connection ever again. And I would do that by any means necessary. And I got one short personal message to give to Vault Dweller 137, the top 10th ranked fighter for the month. If video games is bothering you so much that you're allowing a digital avatar like myself to handicap your critical thinking and problem solving skills, then I think you need to just get off of video games entirely. I want you to do me a favor and leave that lifestyle of Xbox and X videos alone. And with that being said, we're going to have a quick word from our sponsor and we're going to go right into the fight. Thank you all for watching.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. His unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action. Lewis is really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring. Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Teddy, if you were training one of these two fighters, boxer or brawler, where would you have more confidence that you could pull off the win with? Which guy?
I always feel better with the boxer because usually somewhere deep inside himself, if he has to fight, he's going to fight. That's what fighters do.
Lewis is on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Good step back counter punch there. What an excellent two-punch combo by Lewis. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Now that's a fighter right there, throwing back after getting hit flush. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with their decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Able to time that left hand and score with it. A little head hunting with the right. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Big shot he just scored with. He goes down. Oh, it may be close here. Can he survive the round?
Wow. And this is a top 10 ranked fighter. You're supposed to be in the top 100 and you couldn't even last a minute and a half against me. Not just the top 100, but the top 10. You're one of the 10 best fighters right now currently in the game and couldn't even last a minute and a half with me. How pathetic. See, this is what I mean when I say the top 100 are nothing but a bunch of frauds. Frauds and bitches like this dude, Vault Dweller 137. You know, I'm going to go ahead and make a claim here. If I were to go up against the top 100 right now, I'd go 100-0. Because that just goes to show how many fakes and clowns are on the top 100. And I'm going to continue my job of cleaning the sport up with all these fakes and frauds and get real competition back. I'm going to bring it back single-handedly if I have to. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of people like you ruining the sport. Esports boxing is better off without clowns like you. In fact, please just go ahead and do me a favor and uninstall Fight Night Champion from your Xbox today. Not tomorrow, today. And while you're at it, go ahead and unplug the Xbox since you've already got the Ethernet cord unplugged. Go ahead and unplug the Xbox and take it back and take it to the pawn shop and don't ever play video games again. You don't even deserve a console. You're a fucking disgrace to society. I'm sick of y'all.